Alright everybody, and welcome to a Let's Look At for a demo of the game Coloring Voxels. I say demo, and I think it's the demo that's currently out right now. Yes, this game does launch on August 15th. It is a coloring-based voxel game, so I'm going to read the Steam store description and we'll get started. Coloring Voxels. Bring vibrant worlds to life block by block. Our revolutionary blend of voxel art and color-by-numbers lets you build stunning 3D dioramas from the ground up. As the second entry in our hit coloring genre, this game evolves the relaxing joy of 2D coloring into an immersive 3D experience. Like I said, the release date is for August 15th of this year, and the developer and publisher is Toasty Labs. So, let's go ahead and start with the bird. This is very simple. 6, we color in 6s. Next, we have, 22. No, I just need to do 1. Alright, 1s, we color them in. What happens if you try to color the wrong ones? You can't. Alright, you can click and drag. It is a nice feature. It feels good. And then 5 goes in automatically. And it does highlight them for you, and we can zoom out. Now, can I grab the camera and angle it in any way? No, but I can quick dash around with my arrow keys. Let's go ahead and start here and paint these through. Let's take these 3, these 4, and this 5th one here. I don't know how to change my camera angle. 2, 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. I feel like I'm going to be playing it so fast because it like... Guys, can we do like speedrunning communities for voxel painting? It's just kind of fun. Like, it's just like an interactive structure builder, you know? And look at that. We've completed our little spaceship. I mean, the bird. I'm just kidding. Alright. Toggle auto-repeating time-lapse or toggle spin. So we don't want it to spin? Oh, auto-repeating time-lapse. I see. It was just going to play it. New Game Plus? New Game Plus allows you to replay levels while keeping your best times and earn several tiers of main menu completion slates. I'm not going to do New Game Plus yet. But we have a bird now. Does it have... Please tell me it saves the image of the bird? Yes! It stays built for us. Okay, I really like the display of having the little bird up there. And then I assume if we click this, it'll just show us the bird in the design. Okay, that's bird 1. Let's do bird 2. 6 and 6. 1s. 2s, 5s, 9 and 10s. Like I said... Oh, well, no, man! Okay, they need to adjust that. If people are going to speedrun this, there needs to be a speedrun mode, because I can click and hold my mouse, and I can drag it anywhere, and it'll just immediately paint everything. Which makes sense for the base game. But if they do a speedrunning category, which I doubt that's not the point of this game, but it would be funny, they should make it where if you hit a square or a voxel like bit incorrectly, it like locks you for like 2 seconds of gameplay. So if you're like going 1, 1, and then you hit this 2, it like triggers red and it just stops now for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie though, like seeing this as a speedrun for the speedrun community would be amazing. Alright, that's bird 2. Now, are these gonna collaborate like together in the floating representation area? Like bird 1's gonna be there and bird 2 is gonna be there, so you can highlight them. It blinked. Oh, there it is. There's bird 2. Okay. Well, let's go to the duck and add the duck in here. We're making a whole scene? Yeah. Whoa! Okay, hold on. 2. Get the base in. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. If they found a way to make it where, like, if you hit the wrong cube, it immediately, like, fails you for the run or something, this would be one of the, like... craziest speedrunning games. Which is funny because this is meant to be so peaceful and calm and relaxing, and I'm over here like, let's make it stressful as hell. You know what? I think this does deserve its own YouTube video. I didn't know it was going to be this intuitive. This is so much fun. But I can just go like this. See what I mean? Now that's not fun. That's lame. Anyone coloring like that? Boo on you. Or they should make it where you do have to click every single one, like a non-click and drag mode. Hello, Martin. I am playing the Voxel Coloring Simulator. Now, these same developers actually had another game where it was pixel-based. You were painting pixels instead of 3D cubes. So that's what they meant in their intro by this is their second installment. I know we're making a duck, but it kind of feels like Perry the Platypus just a little bit. But this is very, like, satisfying, you know? This is the type of content that I'm going to start making a bunch of and then feed it into TikTok. So, like, you guys can watch, like, politics being discussed, and on the bottom of the screen, it'll just be me, like, coloring. And everyone will just watch this, like, the whole time you're listening to politics, so that way it's, like, Gen Z friendly and whatnot. It's still crazy to me. Like, I know we talked about it before, but, like, and I'm not picking on anybody, but I'm kind of picking on people. I know there's people here right now who just caught up on my stream watching at 2x. That's impossible for me. I will never be able to understand the concept of watching things at, like, 2x speed. And I've had people, again, this is not my viewers, I've had people try to tell me, like, oh, well, I can just consume media faster. And I'm like, that's not the intent behind it. Like, I want people to sound like people. I need my audio to sound properly, like, or sound correct. Let's see, how did our duck come out? Look at him, he's got a little pond and everything, too. You can hear your students begging you not to torture them by going step to step and not rushing it. Yeah, like, people are just in a hurry all the time. And I'm like, guys, I get it, like, the generation that grew up with technology, they just keep getting fed more and more, like, short-form content. And I'm like, guys, it's okay. Like, there's a good middle ground between, like, I'm very 2x speedable. Okay, I have to ask, because of the way I speak, in 2x, do I sound... What do I sound like in 2x? I know I'm not very fast-paced. Like, I talk and ramble, and that's why, like, a lot of it... Like, don't take it as, like, I'm not thinking that's a bad thing. I don't think that's an insult. But I genuinely, like, I can't do it. Like, if someone put a video in front of me and played it at 2x speed, I would be like, turn that shit off, I'm not watching it. I'm like, I can't do that. I'm just higher pitched? Okay, so my pacing is good for my communication. At least for a good part. It means I'm consistent with talking to a degree. But I also understand people wanting to catch up. I can't do it personally. It like drives me insane. And I see people in public doing it too, and I'm like, you guys are animals. Like, how are you doing that? And then people were like, the video's too long. And I'm like, don't watch the video if it's too long then. Just go find something shorter. Now, the one credit I'll give is if you're wanting to join in on a live stream, watching at 2x speed to catch up, yes. But I also assume if you're watching at 2x speed, you're doing other things. That's my theory, that's my guess on that. Now, and what's annoying too is I do know, unfortunately, on the other side, as a counter argument to myself, there is also a lot of content creators that make videos where they intentionally drag shit out. Like, I could try to make, like, if we were to script a short right now, let me do it in the way that I would do it, okay? Like, this would be like a short for my channel starting right here. Like, okay, so it looks like 4 is going to be a nice shade of pink. Like, oh, that looks good. All right, cool. So this hopefully pairs well with our other duck. I think this is going to look quite nice when it's done. And it feels like really reactive when you actually click these. All right, boom, short done. Okay, that's the short. I'm going to go ahead and be that person that's going to make another short, but I'm going to be the person that would make a short because I need engagement for 30 seconds on my video. And, they want to get that extra money out of keeping you watch. Like, keeping you watching. Sorry, not keeping you watch. Keeping you watching. Okay, so let me do this. All right. So we have 109 blocks over here of the 2 color. That 2 color is like a nice, kind of like a seafoam green almost. So I can sort of block out the corner over here And if I click and hold and drag it, I could go really fast, or I could go like really slow. And then I could click them all like individually, and I could, oh, you know what? Why don't if I come over here and make like a little smiley face inside of it? And then if I'm really not feeling it, I could like make him, you know, like inquisitive with like an eyebrow over here, and then like I could do it like this. But the goal of this game is to basically just paint everything and, you know, just kind of like move it through, and then I'll be, you know, why don't we give him a little like nose right there? Can we go to the 6 right here? Where's the 6? The 6, we could go right here and give him a little nose. Oh, look at that. He's so cute. Like, that shit right there, I'm turning that off instantly. I block people all the time. On social media, I will open things up and I'll be like, I'm blocking stuff. I'm immediately turning off sounds. When Instagram was like, you could, or what is it, Instagram and TikTok? I don't really use TikTok that much, but when I open it up from time to time, the first thing I do is I'm like, not interested in this sound, or never show me post from this creator again, which is nice because I can fight for that. Oh, whoa, what was that? Did you see that? It was like interactive for a moment. I'm not really sure what's going on. Yeah, it's like the news. The news does that too. The news will just like talk about absolutely fucking nothing for 10 minutes because they need to keep their viewers there. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's go ahead and get these. I don't know how many of these will actually color in for the video, but we shall see. Maybe we could finish out like one whole scene, and then that could be our stint of the demo. Because, if I remember correctly, the developers gave me an early access key, not just to the demo itself. So I know I have it listed as a demo, but that's because the game launches tomorrow, and I believe the demo is still live. That's honestly my fault for not checking, so I apologize to the devs for that. I mean, no disrespect. Also, it's an elephant! Right? That is an elephant. Am I crazy? Did I just make a fool of myself? That looks like an elephant with tusk. I forgot what I was painting there. You just got an... Oh, it is the elephant. He's down there by the duck. You just got an ad that was basically doing exactly what we were talking about. Nice. Alright, now we need bushes. 2,256 voxels. Goodness gracious. Oop. I'm trying to challenge myself a little bit. The goal is for me to like paint fast, but avoid hitting the numbers that I'm not supposed to. I think that would be cool if they put it in error mode. Again, I'm just one person who is totally taking a game that was developed by other people and throwing in my non-consensual advice that was unwarranted and they did not ask for at all. But I love the idea that I do in my head. I'm like, if I scroll over this 2 while I have 1 selected, I want it to like paint it gray or something, and then I have to go back and kind of, I don't know. I'm just very much of the puzzle mindset. You know what I mean? I love a little bit of like, you know, just cognitive interaction. Or they could make a rule where it's like, you have to paint, but you can't like overlap yourself. No, that's too much. That's too much. This game is too nice for that. I don't wanna see it devolve into one of those like old Flash games where it's like, solve the puzzle by letting everything touch. And here's the other thing too, I'll say. It doesn't even have to interrupt the gameplay. I'll take it a step further and change myself on my thought process on this. You know how it flashes yellow when I go over it with the wrong color? Like, if I'm not clicking and holding, everything's yellow. But what it should do is it should have a counter. I gotta stop saying should. It's not my game. It's a like. What I would like for it to do is if I go over one incorrectly while holding down and I color it, instead of it coloring it incorrectly, it should just count as a hit. And then when I'm done building the level, it should be like, oh, you took like 3 hits because you clicked on things wrong. I think that could be kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like totally missing the concept here, but it seems like it could be fun. Some kind of ultra intense curse mode for your cozy game, please? Yeah. That's what I'm saying is, like, in my head, I was like, man, I don't want to take this and make it any type of, like, I don't want to add difficulty, but I would like a stat check. Like, the fact that it shows me how many voxels I'm painting per scene already is, like, super cool to me. Like, I love statistics. So just something like, you know, oh, you beat this level, but there were 6 voxels painted incorrectly. I'd be like, no, I have to go back and do it perfectly. Well, you like what's going on, you don't see the point of painting the insides? I think that's more just the interactive bit. You're right. The bits that are being covered up, there is absolutely no reason to paint them on the inside. Because, like, technically this piece of art would be hollow all the way through. But it is more for just, like, game consumption. In terms of, like, I get why it's there. It's just to keep the theme going and being able to enjoy it. It's definitely not there for visuals, because you can only see the outer edges on this stuff. Perfectionist gang? Yeah. This game is good for perfectionist. This game is also good for completionist. Are there achievements? I doubt it. Again, it's a cozy game. I don't want to be like the streamers that are like, this game, what was it? Well, who was it? I'm getting involved in streamer drama, even though they don't even know I exist. Was it like Shroud or something that was talking about Battlefield 6? Which, by the way, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 6 lately. And again, I don't even know if it was Shroud. I think it was Shroud. But there was someone who was like a competitive gamer who's pretty famous, and they said something along the lines of like, oh, this game sucks. Like, Battlefield 6 is gonna suck. There's no ranked mode. Why would you even play the game if there's no ranked mode? And I'm like, shut the hell up, you sweaty loser. Like, I loved rank modes. I am a number 1 in any game I play. If there's a rank mode, I will play it. If someone told me this game doesn't have a ranked mode, I would have to consider myself the biggest piece of shit ever to be like, oh, there's no ranked mode in that? How's that even going to be successful? Why even play without ranked mode? Like, dude, games are meant to be fun. They're not, like, ranked is fun to me. Ranked is not a requirement. And I'm being very careful, too, when I talked about the speedrunning thing here, is like, this game is very fun. It's very peaceful. I don't mean to be like it needs more challenge. No. I'm just saying, I like a little bit of extra challenge. I think it would be fun to have some. But no, this game is very clear on what it is. I'm not critiquing it. I'm sort of like thinking out loud. But yeah, there were multiple people, by the way, that made comments about that, about Battlefield. They were like, Battlefield's not going to be successful. It's not competitive. There's too many people to rely on your teammates. And I'm like, guys, go fucking touch grass. Breathe. Like, eat a sandwich. You know, go for a walk in nature. Like, get off your computer and realize that the world is great and you can have fun just playing video games. Like, not everything has to be a slog for some kind of reward. Like, I'm loving indie games right now for that exact reason. I started running into that problem. Ranked games were upsetting me. I would play games with my friends, and I play games more than all of my friends, okay? And for the most part, I'm usually better than most of my friends. So when I'm playing a ranked game, if I play with my friends, I usually perform better than they do. And I'm okay with that. That's fine. It's not a challenge. I'm never, like, bragging about it. Every once in a while, I'll make a joke like, yo, get it up on the leaderboard, you know, because I'm ahead of you. But at the same time, like, if my friends make a mistake that, like, costs the game, or they perform so badly that we lose, that's also not fun for me. Look at our bushes, man. It's beautiful. Well, thank you for joining us, Jesse. Yeah, what kind of sandwich? You prefer soup? Oh, no. But yeah, like, it's just like, I don't want to be upset at my friends. You know? Like, I don't want to be mad if we lose because my friend plays poorly. Yeah, I would be irritated with my friend, for sure. I'd be like, yo, you suck. Like, you're the reason we lost. It's like, okay, they know that. They probably don't want to hear that. But I'm also like a big shit talker. I shit talk friends, family, teammate. I'll shit talk anybody. I don't care. The thing is like I can always take it, like attitude-wise, so I don't mind. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. This game, by the way, would be great for anecdotes. I need more like stories to tell. It's a nice, cozy game, but me personally, I like suffering. See, I don't like suffering. I just like goals. If there was like a thing in the top right that was like complete the level, you know, kind of like, okay, you remember we played Sling a Thing? Remember how the game was very casual and nothing stressful about it? But at parts of it, it was like, hey, there's secret candy on this level. That was really fun for me. Sling a Thing having that little feature made it a whole lot more enjoyable for me. Just because I love collecting stuff. I mean, I just started getting back into playing my Genshin for the first time ever. I don't know how many of you guys here play Genshin. I played since release, and then I've taken years off in between gameplay. And to be completely honest, I've probably spent about $600 to $650 on that game. I've also put more than 400, maybe 500 hours into it over the time of its lifespan. And while I have my gripes about the game, I know it was free to play, and I considered putting money in anyways. I waited for a while before I did it. But I have a lot of fun with Genshin, and it's because it's like a great go out there. It's a collectible simulator. The combat's pretty fun. The story is kind of enjoyable for certain parts for me. Other parts, not so much. That is a lot of money. But that's also money I've put in over the span of... How long has Genshin been out? 6 years, I think? 5 years? I don't know how long Genshin's been out. It is a lot of money. I won't disagree with that. But at the same time, like, I don't drink coffee. I'm sure people spend more than $600 on coffee than in 5 years than I spent on Genshin in 5 years. That's how I justify my expenses to myself. That's why I have skins in Counter-Strike. I invest in skins in Counter-Strike. I invest in cases, actually. I hold on to them and like sell them and buy games later. You put about 120 pounds into Genshin, but you played for like 400 hours over 2 years? Yeah, exactly. Like, my League of Legends account, I play League of Legends. Isn't that crazy to talk about while playing a cozy indie game? One of the most toxic sub-communities to ever exist is League of Legends. But yeah, I play League of Legends. I've probably put $1,000 into League of Legends, but I've also been playing it for 13 years, more than 13 years. I started playing League of Legends in Season 3. I don't know. I think that was 2012, which would make it 13 years from now, or 13 years ago, which is a lot. So in the grand scheme of things, it's like I'm spending less than $100 a year on a video game that I like. Whereas I know people who have played Counter-Strike for 1 year and they've spent $3,000 on cases in like 1 year. And I'm like, see, that's gambling. That's an addiction. Who's that one League guy who was making unhinged shorts with the most diabolical takes? I don't know. Only person I know that plays League of Legends is Tyler1 as a content creator. Was Tyler1, and then there was a YouTube channel called Potato Monster. And Potato Monster used to do like top 5 plays or like crazy outplays or like weird ult combinations. And those videos I watched a long time ago, but it's been a long time. Ward changes in 4 were good. You know what's funny? I hate lore. I can't do video game lore. In any game that I play, I can't get into lore. If you're like, oh, you need to remember this character, I'm like, I won't remember the character. I can't tell you any lore about any video game I've played. Right now, I probably can't even name more than 5 people in Blueprints. After everything we've done in Blueprints, I probably can't even name more than 5 people. I can't do the lore. Well, now when I'm playing it and I'm reading it, it's great. It's very enjoyable. I cannot remember any of it. I do the same thing with TV shows. Like, when I'm involved in something, I can track it. as soon as I'm done with it, it just goes out. I brain dump it. Swanson G is definitely the Blueprint's greatest character. Yes. Swanson G is the goated. Nothing will beat Swanson G. Alright, 6. Oh no! Guys, 666! Not in my cute, cozy coloring book! Ah! That's not good! Okay, they're 4s now. 4, 4, 4. Alright, I feel a bit better about that. I was kind of worried for a second. See, that right there, that's a good short. Now that I think about it, that would make a good short. What about game notes? Not necessarily lore, but just game rules that need written down? I could do that. It might be just you, but you don't really care for the idea that only 20% of what I paint is shown. Yeah, it's a little interesting. This game definitely strikes me as an older audience game, like people in their 30s and 40s. I don't know if that's who they're going for, but I feel like they wouldn't be bothered by that. But I feel like a younger audience, guaranteed, would be like, hey, I'm painting so much in, and I don't get to actually see it, you know? Like, I see it from this form, but think about all of the rows underneath this that we painted that we'll never get to see. It's like, there's like 5 layers of blue under there that aren't visible. Which is a shame, because I painted them, so it'd kind of be cool if I got to see them. I also need to check my settings here, because I feel like I should be able to adjust my camera here, and I'm not doing it correctly. I feel like I'm like, I've trapped myself to this one angle to paint, and I don't think I am. Let me check on that real quick. Can I... If I go to the main menu, let me turn my fan on while I'm at it. Okay. You main Diluc until Fontaine? Yeah, but Diluc's awful. He's not. I mean, he is, but he's not. Can I do toggle click to color, time-lapse duration, world swipe speed? I would like to go at faster. Drag speed. No, there's nothing here that I can do. Alright, we'll just go back to the volcano. Ah, that's a lot faster, though, for that. Okay. How many voxels do we have? 2,300? 27? 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. The lion, the snake. Should we do the volcano and call it here for the demo? This is a game that's, like, doesn't really seem like something I would play on stream as much. Doesn't like game lore, has checks notes, 22 hours uploaded of Outer Wild content. Alright, let's do this one, because this is going to take a little bit to do. But we can do it. Because there's going to be a lot of layers. I'll build the volcano out, at least. Maybe we could make like a super cool time-lapse of me painting the volcano. The music is very relaxing. Please pay this lore on stream. It's the perfect game to fall asleep to. I have to see what it looks like. How many layers are there? Oh. Hey guys, I'm just painting the layers up here in the sky. We'll come back to these later. I'm building the top of the... Okay, let me go back down here. Hold on, let me go back down to the first floor. I don't need to be jumping around. You know what? Let's build it from the top down. Why not? What happens if we build it from the top down? Oh, they're not visible because it doesn't want to like... Oh, okay, never mind. We'll go from bottom up. I can't do top down. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be visually appealing. Best lore was Train Coon going beep beep. Yeah. The train falling in love with us was pretty great. Or us falling in love with the trolley was very enjoyable in the trolley solution. Let's take our 14s here. Oh, so this is the bottom of the volcano. Guys, it's peak, it's peak. Oh, we just covered it up. Hello, Nom. Welcome, welcome. We're playing a voxel coloring game. I should be able to buy upgrade. That's what we need. We need a ranked system, and you can get upgraded if you win and paint faster than people with no mistakes. You can get upgrades to paint 2 voxels at the same time, and then microtransactions. Put small chests in here, and I can gamble on different like shaders, right? So like once I complete a build, I can gamble for like radiant shaders on my build, so they look really cool. Alright, hold on. Let's get everything taken care of here. Alright, let's see. Stop making this a mobile game. Listen, as long as the viewers, and hopefully if the developers ever watch this, if they understand that this is all coming out of a place of humor, alright? I'm enjoying this very much so. None of this is meant to be an actual attack on the game. These are not real complaints or desires. The ones in the beginning, yeah, I wasn't joking about the whole, like, I think it'd be cool if it told me how many, like, I clicked incorrectly. It's just me, though. I just think it's kind of fun because I'm a perfectionist. So if I was playing, it would be like, hey, you messed up. And I'd be like, no, I have to go back and fix it. But that seems fun. Why is the volcano pink? That's the outside of the volcano. That looks like some of the water. Guys, I'm playing Aim Trainer now. I'm clicking individually for each one. Alright, I'm going to pause the YouTube video for a little bit because it's already at 31 minutes. But we'll come back every now and then to show you guys some progress. And then you can see the volcano at the end. Alright, I'm unpausing because I need this to be in all forms of content. Alright, I want to take credit for this. If someone's already made it, I'm sad that you beat me to it. But, okay, picture this, Nom. Golden Bing Bong. We go to the tomb. We grab him, okay? You guys are holding Bing Bong, right? The golden Bing Bong. And then you look at the camera, and I like zoom in on you guys, and then you look at the camera and you go, I have the one and only golden 20-karat gold La Bing Bong. No one else has the 20-karat gold La Bing Bong except me. And then we make a golden La Bing Bong video. That's it. That's me. I'm taking that. Nobody else can make that joke. If they do, I get credit. I get credit, right? Someone, look, if anyone here has heard that joke, hopefully no one knows about it. I did tell City already. City was like, yeah. Like, Nom and I can both hold it at the same time. And I was like, yes, this is the 24-karat gold La Bing Bong. I am the proud owner of the only 24-karat gold La Bing Bong in the entirety of the Peak community. Nobody else has a golden La Bing Bong. So, hopefully no one's made that video yet. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that shit would go viral in a heartbeat. I don't know why. I just, like, I saw the golden Bing Bong, and I was like, this is gonna work, right? This has to, yeah, that's a 2 million view clip for sure. Oh, man. Okay. For my YouTube viewers, I'm unpausing, but it is currently August 14th at 2:22 p.m. Pacific time. Pacific date time. All right, PDT. That's my credit stamp. I had this discussion last night with City, so technically I could backdate this a little bit, but this is the first irrefutable proof that I have brought it up. All right, so let's see if this ever happens. We need to make it like this weekend. We got to do it. All right. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go back to pausing it because we're only on layer 7 for the YouTube viewers, and we have 73 to do. So, and I accidentally completed the very top layer, so that's gonna be unfortunate when we get there. But anyways, I'll see you guys back in just a bit. You know what? Now's a good time to unpause because we're 70% of the way done. But there were 2 things I need to let my YouTube audience know about. not only did I discover there's a click to toggle paint, so instead of holding the mouse down, you don't have to. Like, I'm not holding the mouse down. I click once for the new color, and then anytime I hover over that block, like right here, click it, all the other 19s get colored in automatically. Great feature. I also figured out how to, oh, the lava is pink. That's why. It's not water. We're so dumb. That's why it was bubbling earlier. You can use right click and left click to rotate around stuff and get like better viewpoints. But then it does that sometimes, so I'm not sure what that is. It keeps like forcing me out, but we're gonna go back to coloring the top real quick. In fact, we should go back to putting our numbers like this. There we go. Bubblegum lava. It's true. Bubblegum lava. Alright, well, we'll see you guys closer to the very end of the volcano. Alright, well, let's unpause it here, because we're pretty much done with our volcano, but we need to build out the smoke plumes. So let's go ahead and get those all crafted and colored up here. This whole time I thought these were gray for a different reason, but no, it's just we're actually building the smoke plumes out, so let's see here. I think the volcano's looking pretty sweet. Boom. It's beautiful. Look at that. I like it. I like it quite a lot. I think it looks great. Let's take a look at it inside the actual full scene. At the main menu, with the birds and duck and elephant. Oh, it's so tall up there compared to everything else. I mean, we still have a bunch of stuff that we didn't actually build out. But as far as the demo goes, I think I'm going to call it here. This is really cool. I really like this. It's very simple. It's very enjoyable. Nothing crazy about it. Let's look at the medieval one. What's the largest piece in the medieval setting? 10,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000? Another... Oh, there it was. Can we actually go lower? I don't know how to... we gotta get a little bit lower. 20,000 for the gatehouse. Now the planetarium, how many is that gonna be? 21,000 for Saturn. The planetarium one would be a pretty cool one to build. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for this this episode, this look at the demo. It was very fun. I enjoyed it. Quite peaceful. I recommend going to get this game. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning and making myself tired. But I do recommend it. The game plays very well, and it's peaceful and relaxing and calm, and it hits all those little check boxes. And I do like the little subtle animations as well. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at, and I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya!